My name's Hunter Reid. I'm the welding teacher and boys basketball coach at Covington High. I'm going to give a tip on building relationships with your students today. It's for grade level of high school students, and I'm going to use my personal situation I have at Covington High School to give my tip. So, my tip would be having, I got this from Mr. Reynolds' video, and he talked about having a social gathering or social club during lunch in his classroom each day. So my tip's gonna have kind of a social slash safe space for students to have during lunch. My personal situation, my welding shop is right next to the cafeteria, and we're gonna use it. I have computers to the side of my class. So we're going to use it for a space where students can come and just talk freely, talk about their interests. The 6 character traits I had from the Institute of Character were curiosity, zest, and kindness, which refer to just your relationships with people and the energy you bring to them, and then kindness, giving something without wanting something in return. And so I feel like that's what this lunch club would be. Perspective. It gives the students a chance to hear stories, receive perspectives from my life that can relate to theirs. Humor, and then leadership. Those were some of my character traits I chose as a teacher that reflect me. And so what we would do with this lunch club, like I said, I'd have the students sign in and kind of get to know them on a first name basis, and be able to relate with them on a equal playing field, equal level, without me talking down to them. Be an opportunity for them to tell me their interests. You get to know them. Kids that come from backgrounds with less opportunities, whether they don't have internet access or printers. It gives them a place during lunch where they can freely come in and print what they may need for their classes the rest of the day, or their homework. And it gives us an opportunity, like I said, to get to know each other, outside of the classroom setting, and that they can ask questions, or like I said, just fellowship, just talk, just get to know me, and get on a human level, not look at me as just a teacher. So, this is for high school level students. Most of the source where I got the idea, like I said, was from Mr. Reynolds in the YouTube video from earlier in the module. And he just talked about building relationships by talking to the students outside of class time. So that's what we're going to try to do. And like I said, use my classroom and sacrifice, I guess, my lunch break in order to get to know these students and show them that just because they're not in my class, even it's somewhere they can come and somebody wants to listen. So that's the tip, is just give the students, let them understand that your room, especially outside of class hours, whether it's lunchtime or PE time, could be a place for them to open up and talk a little bit.